the points, I was like, wow, that is a lot of points.
A lot, dude. It's so many.
Goodness gracious.
It's also very interesting to see like
MTG Basics. Keep it basic.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Raul, and I'm joined by the myth, the man, the legend, Joseph. How are you, Joseph?
I'm doing great. I'm having a great week. How about you, Raul?
I could be doing better, but we'll talk about that here in a second. No, I'm doing great, Joseph. Thank you. It's been a hot second since we last talked. I think Jonah has been covering for us and doing some really good interviews and deck techs.
It's been awesome.
Thanks, Jonah. We're here to talk about the Invi, the season as a whole in TopDeck, and how kind of the points checked out, whether we're expecting the meta and what to expect going into the Open/Invi.
Yeah, it's like how many decks on what, how many points it took to get here, this season as a whole. I mean, pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll be super exciting. But before we do any of that, we've got a couple sponsors that we have to talk about.
What?
First things first, we've got our boy Evan Freedom Waffle and F6.
Bada boom, bada bing. They have the coolest playmats, pointers, fans, dice, deck boxes you can imagine.
The pointer, I'm like a child with a pointer.
So the coolest thing is like the judges are too. That's what I love. The judge will be like, "Give me that. I want that," and they buy it, and they're like, "Announce your trigger," and then point at everyone. Yeah. It's so fun.
I will also say the tokens are also like sick.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I think the trigger tokens and all the tokens that they have. So like the way they do their tokens is like they have like say they have like blue mana, but on the backside of it,
It's a trigger.
And that's so cool.
Every token I think in the pack has trigger on the back.
Exactly.
So you have so many triggers in case you need to remember them all.
And they're also doing different color triggers too now, so you can keep track of whose
Fish,
triggers are
Ristic,
whose.
Tithe,
Well,
who's who,
and which players too, right? So I
Exactly.
think that's really cool. So highly recommend F6. Adam and Evan Freedom Waffle peers are doing an amazing job with this store, and I think all their products are really high quality.
Also, if you ask and you go to an event, they're starting to do surge foil tokens, which are a little bit more expensive because they're really cool, but they're so sick.
I honestly go check them out. They're at every major tournament, and they're going to be at the Open and Invi, I am sure.
Be in Cali.
Yeah, and then our other sponsor is Dame Dog Sleeves.
Yo! The coolest sleeves around.
The coolest sleeves around. I actually got a new pack yesterday, and they're so cool, dude. I was like, oh, this feels a little bit. I think they're like the slightly longer sleeves.
Yes, they're the tournament ones.
Yeah.
Yes, they just came out with these awesome tournament sleeves because they had some reasonable feedback that was like, I think they're just a little bit shorter. And they came out with some even better ones that are taller and have enough room for all your perfect fits, your double, triple sleeve, whatever it may be. They are phenomenal. Really been enjoying using them and partnering with them because they actually have good sleeves. It's not like I'm saying this just to say this. Like, they are phenomenal.
They're great.
cheap.
And Dame's also such a really nice guy. I actually got these color sleeves yesterday because I keep,
the purple?
Yeah, because I keep telling myself I have to get the most obnoxious color so nobody has my color and I can be fun.
Bright teal, man. It's always bright teal or yellow or something.
I had bright teal, and then Austin Clark from Critical cEDH had the same ones, and we were in a stack war, and our cards got mixed, and we're like, ah.
Yeah.
Highly recommend the sleeves. Tim is an amazing guy. He plays a lot of cEDH too, and he feels bad when he beats people. I'm like, dude, beat me more, please.
I think he beat you last night.
He did. Long night yesterday. It's
Oof.
It is. I require some counseling after yesterday's weekly. But yeah, with that, let's go ahead and talk about TopDeck and the TopDeck 2026 season.
Yeah.
And how it kind of pan out. So I think off the bat, congratulations to you and Evan from Basics to have spot number 2 and 5, I think.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you guys, and all of us here at Basics, we're rooting for you guys. It's pretty cool to see that 100% of the guys that were going for the Invi made it
On the team, yes, absolutely. It was super cool too to see like the hard work pay off. Obviously, Evan and I have been really grinding, going to a ton of events. Him even more so than I a lot of the time. So it's awesome to see it pay off. Obviously, when you go to that many events, you should hopefully do that well. But the very consistency and like having a lot of events to go to has also been really nice. It's been kind of actually a lot of events, not in a bad necessarily way, but like so many because everyone wants to get their points and do well and keep going to events that it gave me a little bit of fatigue towards the end. But it's nice that it's over and I can just like take a little bit more of a break, get ready for the Invi, have like a whole month to like decompress and get ready.
Yeah, I will say though, looking at the points, they're like exponentially bigger than what I've seen in previous years.
Yes, like double or triple the previous year's
huge
points.
shout out to Jason from Critical, right? Our local that beats me every week on our weeklies. He knocked it out of the park.
Absolutely, he crushed it.
These point content,
it's never happened. I don't even know if that will ever happen, even in future years when there's a lot of events, right? Like that's an insane number, and that's like win in a tier, win in a tier, win in a tier, like max points in multiple tiers, and like the points or the tiers that aren't maxed are just like oh, he got top 4 instead of another win. Like, that's ridiculously broken. That's crazy good, and very proud of Jason. He does such a good job.
Yeah. So the only thing I'm thinking about for the Invi, and I guess this is just to get your perspective on it. To me, it feels like you have to travel a lot to make it, right? Because 1,500 or whatever it was, I think I checked. Like number 65 was at 1,500.
Yeah, it's right about 1,500. Yeah,
and that
which
is
a ton of
that
points.
is still a lot of points.
Yeah. So I'll pull it up on my end real quick. But if we look at the series and how many points you get for doing well in an event, if you win a diamond, which is the highest tier, which is like 250 plus or 300 plus people, right? You get 720 points. So that only, and it gives you an auto qualifier if you win a diamond, right? But that's only 720 points, and the people who made it had 1,500. That's the biggest size event you could possibly go to. If you win it, you get that many points. So this doesn't include all the locals, like the bronzes that are 45 to 50 points or whatever for a win, or the silvers that are a good bit more, but not that much more in comparison. The golds that are bigger, but then it's a lot harder. The platinums that are far harder, right? Like all these things. Needing that many points in 9-month span is pretty ridiculous and very crazy to see.
Yeah, no, it's so true. I'm kind of just struggling with you're basically competing against somebody's wallet.
Exactly.
To an extent.
Can they
in my
travel
opinion.
more than you? Yes.
Yeah.
They might just end up doing better than you because of that, right?
Right.
And again, this is also with Evan and I. We travel a lot for this,
Yeah.
And it helps doing very well. But like, we can travel so much, so we can afford to do it and things like that.
I guess, do you know how many golds you had by any chance? Like first place golds, silvers, and
not any first place golds at least. I think I had a silver win or 2, and then a few bronze wins.
Okay,
but it
so
wasn't too
mainly
much.
it was
small
mainly the
stuff.
bigger tournaments that
It was
were
almost always the big stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. The diamonds were the big one. Just a bunch of top 4s and diamonds, or like
Yeah.
500 each or something.
so like places that have like large 120 plus tournaments every so often, i.e. the East Coast.
Exactly.
You can expect a lot of those folks to have like bigger
Far more
points.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe like the West Coast, California. I don't know how often they do. Like
Cali's
large
pretty big
tournaments.
too. I
Yeah.
think they have like a big one every month or 2. So,
yeah. There's like a misconception that Colorado has a lot of like points around. We only have silvers.
we don't have a lot
bronzes.
of big events. We just have
We
a
don't.
ton of small events. Yeah. We don't have anything larger than like a 1K every once in a while either. So
yeah, we had 3 golds.
obviously
actually.
Siege this year was,
Yeah, sure.
but that was like our one event of the year. Besides that, it's just like a bunch of silvers and bronzes.
Yeah,
So.
we had 3 golds. I counted.
year?
We had 3 golds
Yeah.
all season, maybe 3 or 4. And then we had the Siege.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, 5
you got a-
golds.
you got a
because we had a
diamond?
redemption and then we had a platinum, but that was all because of
Yes.
that event, right?
Exactly.
Per se. So it's just interesting. I don't know if they're gonna keep it that way. I guess I don't really care because I don't really participate in the AMB. I'm sure most people have like stronger feelings. I'm
Yeah.
sure their voices are being heard or not. But it's just something that I was just like, when I was looking through the points, I was like, wow, that is a lot of points.
A lot, dude. It's so many.
Goodness gracious.
It's also very interesting to see, like, again, from year to year, last year to this year. I don't know the exact number, but it was like, I think almost double the points needed to make it, right?
Yeah.
Like if you won, or if you top 4'd a diamond back then, there was 500 points, which is an insanely huge feat. But now it's like, that's a third of what you need for the whole season. So you need to do that either 3 times or do a ton of smaller events and travel a bunch, like you're saying. It was definitely a different beast this year because I think so many people are far more into it.
Yep.
We are having more teams show up. We're
Yep.
traveling
The
more.
format's growing. Granted,
much
it is
larger.
growing, but I'm also seeing a lot of people quit. Which so there's
Yeah.
an exodus and an incoming of people. Which
Exactly.
is cool. We have it have to be balanced, and it happens a lot for every format. Like there is downturns for every format. I personally took like a month and a half break from cEDH because of traveling, because of the stream, but also because I was like, meh.
I also took random, breaks, and maybe it wasn't full month and a half, but I was also like, I don't want to play for 3 weeks or whatever. I'm just like, I'm good. Let me wait. Let me just work for a while, whatever it is. And now I think it's going to be a lot different.
Yeah. So that is the TopDeck season. Again, huge kudos to you and our boy Evan, and obviously to all the 64 players that made it in. I know there's a lot of homies specifically from Colorado and just people we've met through the channel.
Yeah.
I think there's like 6 or 7 people from Colorado.
I think there's 7, including because this year they're going to 80 people. I think.
they're going to 80.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's one more.
Because of all the auto qualifiers and how high the point system went, I think that they talked about doing a little bit more because right now there's like 72 signed up or something.
Sure.
So I think they're going to try and make it an even 80 and see what happens.
Okay.
But I believe there's about 7 people just from Colorado in the top 80. Which
That's
is
awesome.
Phenomenal to see.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, with that, if you're an Invi player, you're like, Raul, Joseph, how do what's the meta like? What do you expect?
How inbred is this meta
How
going to be?
awful is this meta going to be? And well, lucky for you, we spent a lot of time just going through each of the top deck accounts
Yes.
and deck lists and expected, making assumptions about folks will be playing.
What they played the most, what they
Yeah.
played most often, most recently, things like that.
And we created this list of expected Invi decks.
Yep.
Does this
So-
add up to 80 or is it 64?
So it's around, I think it was 70 with the
Okay.
number because only 72 signed up.
Sure.
So we tried to do everything we could. Again, it's a little bit weird with like the maybe 1 to 2 people or,
Yeah.
3 to 4 people or whatever. But this is what it looks like generally will be the meta without the, again, 20-ish other decks thrown in
Yeah.
there. There will probably be more of all of these things because someone will randomly play a Tali, someone will randomly play Rawl, someone will randomly play Kinnan extra, right? Like
Yeah.
this is just what we are pretty sure of, plus the 20 decks.
Yeah, we had to like divide and conquer because we spent like what 4 to 5 minutes per player.
Yeah, it
And
took
then-
a lot of time
There's
just
like
being like
60 of them.
click
So
player, view deck list. Oh, this deck list. Okay, well, the next deck list was different. Like, ah, crap. Well, what do they
Well, it's
play
like
the
the
most
commander,
often?
right?
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
and sometimes you have people like, for example, Jason that will flip back between Blue Farm and
Kinnan.
Kinnan, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because sometimes they like to spice it up and bring something. But I think them as a player, they're probably going to play Blue Farm or Kinnan. For Evan Freedom Waff, he only plays Kinnan in tournaments now.
Exactly.
You've got like Zach from Bite Size MTG,
Who changes decks a
plays
lot.
Rock Ishide,
Yeah.
right? He was playing Kinnan. Actually, I don't know if he ever played Kinnan. He was playing Blue Farm.
He played
then
Farm a
Rock
lot,
Ishide,
Roggish High.
and then he was playing Scion of their
Scion of the Air
Dragon.
Dragon, right? Things like that. Where you're just like, what do we think they're gonna most play? And
Yeah.
a lot of time we just had to slot that into a random deck, like
Exactly.
a inconclusive deck. I mean, but for a while that was also me. Now it's been Raw, which has been awesome.
You've
right?
been more consistent in Raw than I've seen you in a while.
Yeah, I haven't been swapping decks as much as I like to do. I
Yeah.
like to do it a lot. I've just been like, nah, I'm just gonna keep playing Raw.
Raw's Joseph's found home.
Yeah, I found my home. Especially now that I bought my Twister.
Dude, I saw that. Congratulations again on making top 4 on
Summer Classic.
Summer Classic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, we've got 11 Blue Farm,
Yes.
7 TNT, 5 Rock Ishai, 4 Kinnan,
But
3
5 to 6 Rog Thrust too.
5. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah,
good.
5 to 6 Rock Trash, 4 Kinnan, 3 to 4 Sisseys, 3 Arkhams, 3 Rowls, 2 to 3 Trash Bile, 2 Malcolm Bile, 2 Rock Silas, 1 to 2 Lumras, 1 to 2 Italis. There should be a time in here
Yeah, at least one for
Josh. Yeah. There
I
might be
try
another
not to
one
do
too.
all of the ones because it's a little bit hard. It just goes in like a big list of like
Yeah,
one.
it goes
one,
like,
one,
oh,
one.
there's, yeah.
But yeah, definitely a tie-in. There's probably gonna be more
Like a probably
cannons and
Crystal.
Roggish Eye. A few. I bet there'll be like 1, 2 at least Crystal.
Yeah.
That deck's been doing very well, and the pilots on it seem very competent
I
when they're
think
playing it.
Crystal's better than BB.
I agree. With 4 colors and just a better zone,
Yeah.
I think it's a lot better.
Yeah.
You don't have the mana battery as much, but you have far more engines. You have more silences. You have Smothering Tide. You have
Yeah,
green for
agreed.
interaction. You have cool stuff. I think it's just a better deck. I don't really think we'll see that much VV. Maybe 1 to 2. There was like 1 or 2 people that had been playing it, but then kind of swapping a lot. I know Daryl might probably be playing it, but I just don't think there's gonna be that many, especially when Crystal is now an option. I think it's a better deck. What else? There's some other interesting. Oh, and Oswald for sure.
Oh, sure. Nick Fury.
Probably a few Nick Fury, like 2 to 3, I would say. But
Yeah.
again, this is just like a more recent thing, so we don't really know. What's another new commander that's been doing well?
Is Crystal, Nick Fury.
It's most of the new ones, but like those ones are a lot harder to
Yeah,
speculate for,
Because
right?
the player, there might also be a lot of spies, right? Like somebody could just make a new deck and be like,
Exactly.
here it is, guys.
Oh, Scion. I guess we didn't
Answer.
have Scion on here.
Sure.
So this one's also weird because it's like the people who have been recently playing Scion that are in the Invi aren't as consistently playing only Scion. So it's like I didn't really want to put a bunch of people that might be playing Scion. They might be swapping for the Invi specifically. Maybe that's different. Again, the meta will be far more inbred in an Invi meta. So it's going to be awkward to see, well, I don't want to bring this deck because it's going to be worse in this meta specifically. So they probably won't bring it, right?
The thing I find interesting is the 11 Blue Farm. I wonder if those Blue Farm players are going to shift to something else.
Yeah. To maybe also in
Because,
the same reason, right?
Because we're looking at Blue Farms as a whole, right? But maybe in the last like 2 months, like they were playing something else or they're like
Absolutely.
looking to do something else, right? Like again, the meta, as we talked about when Joseph and I last spoke, in January, February, March, April was a completely different animal
Oh,
than what it
gosh.
is now.
There was no raw Gishais, none of these new decks. Raw
Yeah.
was less popular. TNK had more of a mainstay, I would say.
Yeah.
Kinnan was far more of a mainstay, as
Yeah.
much as it still is. There wasn't as much of the spice of like Thras Vial, Malcolm Vial,
Yeah.
maybe more Atali, things like that.
Yeah. And even like when you're looking at TNT, you have like 3 different versions of TNT that are like known. You have the kind of the rock Ishai, quote unquote, shots.
Only interaction version.
Only interaction
control.
TNT that actually can't win the game but wins it at times, right? Then you have the tree farm build of TNT, which is a lot of dorks, and then has like guys cradle combos.
Saboro, things like
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
And then you have the kind
Traditional.
of traditional
Yeah.
control TNT, which is like a lot of mid-range slop. So like that one's interesting to kind of see. The rock trash, I'm still kind of interested to see how that rock trash is as high as it is, 5 to 6
Yeah.
decks. That's what, 10% of the meta. Okay, that's a little less than 10%.
A little less, but like
Yeah.
still close to, right?
Yeah.
Like 8 or 9% of the meta. That's like still a lot. I also think that Rock Dash is one of the decks that is very specifically like if you've been playing it for so long, someone like Zeke, right, who's been playing it for a very long time,
Yeah.
you just have so much more knowledge on it. You will just do better than most every other pilot because you've been playing it so long. You know all the lines very tightly.
And
You
they've
know how
got
to
a new
interact.
strong toy.
Oh yeah,
Chang-Chi.
Shang-Chi is disgusting card.
Chang-Chi is busted.
I think that card is very good.
Yeah.
As you know.
No, dude, I've seen Chang-Chi played in Rock Trash
Oh,
and Sisei, and in both decks is actually super strong.
and Tyam.
And yeah, I
Really
don't
gross
talk
in
about
Tyam.
Tyam. Tyam hurts my
Really,
soul.
really gross at Tyam too.
Yeah, no, it's just so Chang-Chi, for folks that don't know, it's essentially colorless and a green.
Yep.
Human, something, hero, whatever.
It's like 3
Irrelevant.
creature types.
It's exactly.
Yeah.
It's like hero, human, blink. And it essentially has haste, and all your creatures have haste.
Activated ability.
Activated abilities have haste.
Yes.
And then essentially, it's like 2 mana for
Yeah,
an
it's
activated
2 mana of
creature.
1 color for activated abilities of creature sources.
So he has like 3 decks
Yeah.
on it, and it's a 2/2 green. And he just essentially makes all your dorks tap for mana.
You go cast Dork, tap Dork.
Yeah.
Tap, cast Dork again. Tap
And if you
Dork.
have a Kinnan or a Badger Mockup or anything like that, you're going plus in mana. And Rock Trash, it typically has those kind of effects.
Yeah, or Badgermal Cub,
Exactly.
or things like that, right?
Yeah. So it's like
very, very
super
good.
gross, super good. I think that card, is going to get played more and more and more.
I would speculate on all of you at home. This is not legal or financial advice. You should buy some Shang-Chi's before you don't have any because I think will go up in price. Because that card is a mythic from the new set.
Yeah.
It's like $10. It's like really cheap.
Yeah.
Like imagine Badgermal Cub or Wanchitong.
Badger Mockup is like $30.
They're like 45, $50 again.
Really?
They went up.
Oof.
Yeah. For a basic one.
Oof.
Yeah. So like this is an advice, but I'm just like I think they're gonna go up in value, so
Yeah.
buy them. It's a very good card. It's gonna do very well in a lot of decks, especially things like Rog Thras, Yoshi Thras. I don't think we're gonna see very much Yoshi Thras.
I don't
in
think
this
so.
event.
There's probably, I just thought about, we didn't see Marnius on the list. I know Tim Sabertooth plays Marnius a
Maybe
lot.
he is still. He's been changing decks a lot as well.
I see, okay.
I don't know if he still is. It seems like his main deck still, but he does swap a lot. So maybe a Marnius with Tim, maybe someone else also. Maybe a Tivit. Maybe he would be on Tivit. I don't know.
Sure.
There's been 1 or 2 Tivit players recently kind of doing more stuff, but it's still not a very popular deck again. It's just kind of a little older. What other like really weird niche commanders are we forgetting? Because I looked through a bunch and I'm just kind of forgetting them.
No, I think it's worth talking about what we expect to see more than like
Yeah.
the niche, because the niche, right? Like again, somebody can
It's a
just bring
one-off, right?
something and we're like, oh wow, this is really cool. I think somebody brought what's a 5/6 blue black commander that's like Aang, Kura something.
5/6 black. Blue.
Sorry, it's a Dimir commander that's basically like Anne and Itali, and it puts creatures into play. Garuda.
Oh, Gyruda. Yeah,
Yeah.
the 6-drop. Yeah.
6-drop, yeah.
That deck is interesting because it's just like a Tali.
But somebody brought
but
that
it's
last
like
year
1
to
or
the
2
Invi.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very, very few.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I think it's really interesting. I think the lackluster of Kinnan's actually more interesting to me.
Yeah.
I would put that number to be higher. To be
I
honest.
think it will end up being higher, right? Because also people that are playing their fun decks at smaller events will now be playing like, okay, I should play like a normal, really good deck in this stupid meta.
Yeah.
So
It's just like, again, we spent quite a bit of time doing this, but it's like we did our very best to like
Yeah.
guesstimate, and we'll see what happens.
Exactly.
I'm interested if they do like a meta breakdown. Whoever's casting or commentating this, like if they have a little chart and just be like, yeah, let's compare it to our list.
look at all the decks that are being played, and
Yeah.
then here's how you look.
Here's
Yeah.
So
I hope they do. That'd be awesome.
that would be awesome. 3 route pilots is you, Blake, and then somebody else.
Hayward.
Hayward, okay.
Monolith player, very, very good route pilot. I'd say besides Blake and I, the maybe second or third best player. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have Malcolm Bat, so that's Pirates. I think it's probably Lily and somebody else.
Generally, Lily plays it. I know Joe's been playing Thrasios.
Yeah.
He does still like Malcolm Bat, I think. I don't know who the other pilot off the top of my head is, or one or two other pilots are. Maybe like locals to where we're not as familiar or haven't played them as much. But definitely Lily is a very diehard Thrasios player, or Malcolm Vile player. Been playing it for a very, very long time.
Commitment to the cause.
Yeah, exactly. I don't remember everyone else though that does.
Yeah, and then the last two decks that are kind of interesting to talk about is the Lumbra.
Yeah.
So that's Aaron
for sure, and then
Eric Beagle.
No, I think it's like a North Carolina local.
Okay.
Is the other one? I don't remember their name. Again, we looked at it, and for sure, almost positively Aaron. He's played it at pretty much every event recently. Yeah. And then one that was like pretty high odds, like seems to be playing it the most, but maybe not. It's hard again with the names when there's so many people. Apologies again.
Yeah, it's all good. And
but
then
again,
the Italy one
great.
is interesting to see the Italy
I think
players.
It's Big Bear. He's the one who's been playing it very consistently.
Sure.
A lot. He played it last year's Open and won. So I don't know who the other one was again, but like I think for sure him.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. You know, hot take. I think Rafa Malki better than Italy.
Oh, I hate that deck so much. I disagree.
It's
I think that deck is so bad.
He can win turn 2.
Yeah.
And Italy, and you don't depend on other people's decks. You only depend on your deck. And you can build your own deck and not rely on anybody else's.
That's true.
Stuff.
I do like that you don't
and
need
that's really
to
strong.
rely on pure luck or anything. It's just like I think that deck is very
It loses to Source of Pleasure and removal. Sure. But who's playing that? No one's playing removal.
No one. I mean, hey, this is coming from me. I'm very well aware no one's playing removal. They should
actually,
be.
like no one's playing like anything. No one's gonna be like, I'm gonna hold up a swords. No one's playing swords. Like typically a daily rollock, it's not online yet. Like okay, then
Turn
you have
2 or
snap
whatever.
back, the snapback, right? But you're not keeping a snapback hand typically.
Probably not. Yeah.
Right? You're keeping like a draw card.
Yeah,
draw
exactly.
engine deck.
I just think both decks are bad right now. But it's very linear, right? And the good thing about it being that you don't have to rely on other people's decks is that your deck, if you get shut off, just loses.
Yeah.
So it's tough. Also, no one plays like Torpor or Attack Trigger.
Exactly. And you won't see that at the EMB. Like I feel like like even like a Gwenum could be sneaky at the EMB.
Maybe a Gwenum.
Granted, so the EMB meta is way different because you have like the best of the best. Yeah, I was gonna say the cutthroat people that are like they know when to speak up and they know like you're not gonna be making like minor mistakes, right?
No. There's gonna be a lot of draws in this meta, just like there was that last year's Invi. Just be aware. I'm almost positive of that.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not. I mean, hopefully not. But like when 4 good players sit down in a pod, right? It's far more likely it is a draw than if it's like a tournament grinder and 3 people who are newer to the tournament or to the scene or whatever.
Everybody will be japping their heads off.
Exactly. It'll be a yap fest.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna put in my earbuds and be like, "Does my stuff resolve? Does it resolve? Just hurry up."
So good luck to everybody participating at the EMB. We'll be watching from home. I think Jonah might be going. Definitely you and Evan will be there. I know there's a whole bunch of people from Colorado going to be there. We'll be definitely watching and rooting for you guys and hoping for the best.
Hopefully Colorado local or Waffle wins. I'm cool with either of those.
That's honestly, it's kind of that's where I'm at. Obviously, any friend of the channel will be welcome to win too.
Oh, absolutely. Also,
all the homies.
There's gonna be so many of us that are very friendly with each other at this Invi, right? Like a lot of the top players are just playing a lot together and like interacting a lot, so they're close.
And hopefully zero drama or anything comes out of it.
I'm sure there will be, but I hope not as well. With such a high stakes environment and so many good players, I'm sure there will be something that happens. So as much as that sucks.
We've been talking a lot about the EMB, but like, do you know where the EMB is, Joseph?
California?
California.
Yeah.
Home of the sunny state of California. It's actually, I guess, closer to like San Francisco.
Yeah.
But still sunny. So here's this video that Evan put together for Bridge the Bay. We'll watch it and then we'll talk more about it.
Reach the Bay 2 comes to San Mateo, California, August 22nd and 23rd. A $25,000 guaranteed prize pool, with payouts upgrading at 475 and 550 players. Day 1 is 6 rounds of Swiss in the Japanese point system, cutting to top 64 on Day 2. The 2026 TopDeck Invitational runs alongside, plus pre-modern, legacy, and redemption events. Not to mention a loaded lineup of artists and vendors. Register today at breachthebay.com.
So as we all saw, Bridge Debate happening August.
Same time as the Invi, by the way.
So, yeah, same building, same location, same everything.
Yes.
Except like the Invi people will be like in their own little area, and then
Corralled.
corralled. Yeah. Well, it's like a cool privilege, right? To
Exactly.
see like, oh, here's the best of the United States playing in this area.
Of the world. They could be traveling from Europe. It's probably not, but
That's all highly unlikely. Well,
Yeah.
people from Europe are like, you guys are US-centric. Yes, fine.
I mean, we just have more tournaments. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You guys are also doing great in Europe, but just not
And
as
Japan.
often. And Japan,
There's
and
like the
you know,
three big
the
events.
Brazil. I think there's a scene.
Sure.
There's a little bit everywhere, but mostly the U.S. and Europe.
So this will be an amazing time.
Oh my
27 days is time of recording for this 500 player entry. 180 is that up to?
The cap, yeah.
The cap, yeah.
I think right now it's
45K.
closer to 150, 200, but still a little ways away. And people love to sign up last minute. So
I
yeah.
think that's like the thing about unfortunately the cEDH players. They need
Yeah.
we need to be signing up before that,
Far
so
ahead of
POs
time.
can start planning accordingly. So other people can start signing up. I think there's just like this mindset of like, let's just wait till the last minute.
And that kind of sucks, but I also do get it. Hey, as someone who does that sometimes, you know, it happens, but it sucks to see events not do well in the scene when they're very well put together, have great TOs, have great space, have great players, have great area for where it is, all these things, right? We want to see it succeed and do well. We want this format to grow even more, right? So make sure you sign up, especially for something as big as this, as important as this. So.
Yeah.
This is the event of the year, I believe.
This is
so.
our Super Bowl. This is
Yeah.
our World Cup.
Literally.
So come join if you see Joseph, Evan, or Anna Jonah. Come say hello. Yay. They do not bite. They might smell, but they do not bite.
I try not to smell, but I might. Apologies if I do.
Excellent. So if you're not playing in the EMB and you're like, Raul, I'm playing in the Open. How do I prep for this? What are your tips? Well, we've got the EDH Top 16 cEDH meta breakdown for the past 3 months. Generally, this will be your best tool to look at what you're playing against. This takes basically any tournament from, I think I said 50 entries and more of decks people will be playing. So this is, what you can expect. Blue Farm, Kinnan, Rock Trash, Rock Sai, Sisse,
Rock Ishai,
TNT,
Rao.
Team Nadargo.
Yep.
We actually didn't talk about Team Nadargo on the Invi.
I just don't think that there's very many
Yeah.
in Invi qualification. Maybe a few. And again, I think it was like the one.
I think
but, like,
one of the persons that won is like banned or not. Like they boycott TopDeck. So
Yeah.
exactly.
So I'm not sure exactly how that'll go, but I mean that deck will probably have at least like 1 or 2 entries. I just don't think it's very many.
Yeah.
Especially in the meta right now, it seems very control heavy, right? So it's like a lot harder. But yeah, this is generally a good breakdown of like what a generalized meta will look like in a large event. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be all of this. There's going to be a bunch of random stuff because it's a larger tournament too. But a majority of the decks should be like these top 9, especially decks that you're going to see.
The West Coast is also known for being super turbo.
Yes. So expect more Rogsai, expect more, again, maybe Tim Nadargo, expect more Ral, expect more maybe Turbo VV, things like that. I don't think that it's only going to be turbo, but I think it would be shifted towards it because of the Japanese point system that is in place.
That is something actually we haven't talked about.
Yes.
So the Open itself is on the Japanese point system.
Yes.
What does that mean, Joseph?
So every round you start the event with a certain amount of like ELO or points.
Sure.
Every round you put a portion of your points into the pool. If someone wins, they win all those points from everyone, including theirs. And then if it ends in a draw or a loss, the points are lost. Or so if you lose, you just don't get any points. But if it ends in a draw, the points go away. They don't go to anyone. So it's actually incentivized for no one to draw. And it's kind of weird in a situation of like, do I want to king make you because we're gonna draw and the points will go away anyways and I won't get them? Because like a draw doesn't give you 1 point, right? It just gives you nothing still. Or do I just lose and then you lose points and I lose points? But I'd rather you lose points because I'm ahead of you in points. It's like kind of awkward situation. So I think there inherently are more problems even than there already are for draws. But it's good to test out and see because maybe it works out better. Maybe it's like, well, I always just give my opponent the points because then I can take more points from them later if they do well against me. So I don't know exactly how it works.
I think it's always a positive to try new things.
Absolutely. Oh, I agree. Totally.
So
agree.
I think let's give it a try. Let's see how it goes.
I'm an advocate for trying new things 100%.
100%. Like maybe there's something we're not thinking.
Yeah.
Like, I think genuinely it's always good to just try something and do something. And I know dude is doing he's putting a lot of effort to this event.
Absolutely.
And definitely hope it succeeds. And I honestly just have to keep trying things and find something that fits our format, because currently the 4th seed problem is not good.
No, it's really
And I
bad.
think at times the format can feel that like it's not in the best place. I think the metas it's diverse and good, but I think when a lot of games are like defaulting to draws, right, it's still not good.
We've always talked about it ad nauseum and had our own opinions on how the meta is and how the cards in the meta are, or whatever. But I think that trying a new point system or situation like that is interesting.
Yeah, it changes the mentality, right?
Yes.
You're building your deck in a way that you can be forcing draws.
Exactly.
Like
you
pact,
can't build it like that now.
exactly, like a pact is basically that card.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a rock
And you're
side
actively
deck
winning,
and you're trying to win.
Exactly.
So I think it's honestly good. Let's just keep trying things and keep throwing things at the walls and see what happens.
The worst thing that happened is we learned that it's not great and we try something else.
Yeah.
Or we learn it's great and we keep doing it.
Exactly.
And that's awesome. So
Exactly.
I've always been an advocate from a very long time ago to say, like, just try something different, because what's working now doesn't really feel like it's working now, right? Like
No.
we're doing it because we're used to it, but like
It's like Stockholm syndrome. We don't know any
yeah,
better.
exactly. Like we don't know what's better, so why not try new things?
Exactly.
I'm very much an advocate for that, for sure.
So, kind of a quick debrief on all these decks that you might be expecting, right? You've got Blue Farm, which is there's 2 versions of Blue Farm. There is the mid-range turbo version. Essentially, that one will be putting a Necro or Odnos as early as turn 2 or 3.
Yep.
They will also bring with like Thoracle, Decon, Breach, and then you have like the slop version of Blue Farm, which is just think Rocky Shy with all those kind of spells
counter
and spells.
spells,
They're just gonna
Removal.
win through still Breach, but it's gonna be like a longer game.
Far longer.
Yeah. We've got Kinnan as well. Kinnan, there's like 2 versions of Kinnan too.
I would say that there's even 3.
Actually, I was
right
gonna say 3
now.
too.
Yeah,
I was thinking about correcting myself, but so there's like Nova cards Kinnan,
Yep.
which we have talked about a lot. We
Lot
have
of just
Abomination Kinnan,
Yep.
which is like a mid-range sort of like big flip creatures.
It can turbo or it can play a little bit
Yeah.
slower. Yeah.
And then there is Turbo Kinnan.
Yeah. This deck, I don't know how much everyone else has looked into it. I know you and I have looked into it a little bit more. At least from what I'm seeing is like just mana and things to do with that mana.
Yeah.
And that is it. There is no counters. There like maybe like a pact or something, like whatever, right? But very little else to do. Just big mana,
Big
win
flips.
game.
It's just
yeah.
big flips. It's literally big flips.
Big floops is what I call it.
So that version is really cool because
yeah.
people, again, there is no removal right now. People should be adjusting a lot to like creature decks, because you put a creature there, it's gonna stay there.
Oh yeah.
Unless there's an Orcish Bowmaster, and then for some reason all my creatures get wiped. But
But what to do, right?
Yeah.
I think it's cool because one of those lists isn't playing Basalt.
Yeah.
Did you saw that one too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
They're on like Infinite Mana Dorks, no Basalt Monolith, and I'm just
It
like,
literally hits too.
Yep.
Like that's
it goes
some of-
hard. Yeah.
That's it's like they're gonna lock the game. They're gonna have like that 11/9 creature like you can
Void
only,
Winnower?
Yeah, that you can only play like odd spells, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna have like all those big beefy creatures that are just like
Dude, Shang-Chi.
swing. Yeah, Chunky,
Shang-Chi.
yeah,
Another really good
with
Shang-Chi deck.
Kinnan.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think those are 3 Kinnans, and you'll see mostly probably no bad cards, but the other 2 definitely exist, so be on the lookout for them.
Yeah.
Rugthras is pretty easy. There are 2 main styles of Rugthras, one being regular and just like Cradle Storm, doing a bunch of things, making a bunch of creatures, and then semi-blue, which has seen a lot less popularity recently, but still decently popular.
Yeah.
It's same thing as like Big Flips Kinnan, where you're just like, cool, cast 7 drop, cast 9 drop, cast 7 drop, cast 8 drop, cast cascade into things, cast more things,
Maelstrom
untap Cradle,
Wanderer,
cast more things.
things like that.
Yeah. Apex Devastator, right?
Apex Cascade.
Yeah, 4 cascades of things like that. So that is something also to look out for, but probably less likely. Rugthras is pretty easy to deal with if you deal with their Cradle or their mana outlet, right?
Yeah.
Thrasios.
You've got Roxai, Turbo Deck.
Yeah,
It goes
really easy.
vroom, turn 1, turn 2. You're
Necro,
putting a Necro,
Adnos.
Adnos, or
Yep.
Breach. Sometimes they'll just have natural Breach, and you're like, so.
Crap. Exploded.
Yeah. Sisei has actually gotten much stronger now with
Yes.
Shang-Chi.
I think
It's
so too.
interesting that we keep saying Shang-Chi has been making these decks much stronger and viable, which is cool. So Sisei is typically your Planewalker piles. I've actually seen them walk away from Planewalkers
Yes.
to like creatures like the Revi, Emil, Selvala.
I think it's more consistent. Also, they're just sorcery speed only, which
Yeah.
is so bad. Like, you can never win your opponent's turn if you try and do the Planeswalker stuff. You just
Exactly.
cannot
You cannot.
win.
Exactly.
So that's interesting to see. I think the problem with traditional Sisei was always that it's so bad because of the Planeswalkers. You just have to win at sorcery speed. But now you don't have to as much, and they're relying a lot less on that, which is awesome. They're doing more of like the Loki Scepter. They're doing
Loki
more
Scepter,
of the
Mount
Derevi
Doom,
Emil, Mount
the Beal.
Doom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
With the the Revi Emil, you can get your infinite mana, and then from there you typically should be able to win the game.
Again, Cradle, and then you have Outlet with Agatha Soul Cauldron or whatever it is. So things like that. I think that's a lot better. And then there's Clam Chowder, just turbo. Again, Necro, Nas, same thing that like Nick Fury is trying to do, but with Sisay still. So you have like some spins. Maybe you can find a Teferi. Maybe you can find a Lavinia. Maybe you can find a Lotho.
I think Nick Fury is better than this deck. It should replace Clam Chowder because sure you can activate and put a Teferi into the battlefield, but
it's very
win the game.
Very hard to do, right? You need 5 of all colors to do that. You need legendaries in play.
You need legendaries in play, yeah.
Exactly. I do think that Nick Fury is strictly better, and a lot of people disagree with me on that. But I think when you see that it's a 1-drop that can Culling the Weak itself, or Diabolic Intent itself, or whatever, it's just far better. The Fierce and Swatter far earlier, things like that. Yeah. Brog Ishai, been a really interesting one. It's just a pretty hard control deck.
Just a one version of the deck. You can if you see a Brog Ishai, this is exactly what they're playing. They're playing hard control.
Yeah, it's like no bad cards canon without green and with white. So they have silences, they have Smothering Tides, but they don't have the green for the green stuff and the dorks.
Yeah.
Very, very hard to deal with for a lot of decks in the format right now.
TNT we already talked about in the Invi version. So there's the 3 versions. And I think you can only expect the 3 versions. I guess there's a Reanimator version too.
My buddy Duncan's been playing this a lot. I don't think it's very good. He's hyping it up. I think it's kind of cope.
I think so. One of the new cards that got spoiled from Lord of the Rings. It's a 2/1. Essentially, you draw anytime somebody casts their first non-creature spell, you can draw this card. Cards like that will help Reanimator decks quite a bit
for sure.
Especially because people will be casting non-creature spells at least multiple times
and you
per
get
turn.
More Ledger Shredder effects, which are just good, right? Yeah.
So that deck, I think that card can be good for those Reanimator decks. Still not good enough to make it sang alone, but maybe I'll leave my words if more things get spoiled for.
Maybe it will.
And I guess Block, Jonah and Eric will be talking about the Hobbit set here soon. So be tuned for that. Cool. The next deck is Timnan Dargo. Turbo.
Very, very turbo.
Turbo mid-range.
It can mid-range, but it's still trying to do Necro, Nas.
It's trying to turbo, and it can pivot to mid-range pretty well. Exactly.
You can be like, I'll set behind an Esper Sentinel, man. That's fine. Anyways, here's a Grand Abolisher. Oh, I got countered. Here's a Myril. Oh, I got countered. Here's a Voice of Victory. You're like, oh my god, another one?
Stop.
Defense grid? Dude, stop. You can also do all your Dargo lines, things like Bergie and a Sack Outlet. Deadpool. Ruthless Technomancer. Yeah, exactly. So there's also just other win cons besides just like Necro and Nosing and obviously Breach, but like it's a very, very cool deck. Something I've actually looked into playing a lot.
We've talked about Ral ad nauseum. That's Turbo Storm. We'll probably talk about it in the Thrasios corner.
Yep. There are 2 Rals, and I think one of them is so bad.
There's 2 Rals.
There's another Ral now. People are saying it's Blue Ral, and it's like counterspell tribal.
Okay,
and I'm like, that sounds awful. Yeah, that sounds
almost
terrible.
as bad as Dali.
Almost. Dali's very linear. Cast Chunky Boy. Hopefully win game.
Yeah.
Pray you win game or clone it. Yeah, I don't know. It's like if Ral gambled with like a really big die and you had to hit like a 18 or more on a D20 or something. Yeah. Vivi. There's a few lists of Vivi. There's like the straight big mana version. There's a more control-y version. There's a free counterspell version.
It's similar to Crystal, right? There's like 2 versions of Crystal. There's like a go fast Crystal, and then there's the mid range,
the slop one.
The slop one,
exactly.
And I think both the slop versions of BB and Crystal are probably better than the other ones.
I would agree.
So I think that's the ones you have to watch out for. If they land at BB and then they're going for like turn 1 Curiosity, that's really strong still, but that means they're probably going for the turbo version.
Exactly. I don't think that's control as much. It could have it happen, but it's just far more likely. Right?
Exactly.
Or far less likely. And I think the last big one we can talk about in here is Magda. This has been a very consistent deck over the format for a very long time. It's just good toolbox tutor thing that either stops opponent or wins the game. And in between there, you just have like a bunch of like lightning bolt effects, a lot of removal effects, a lot of somewhat stacks pieces, sometimes hard stacks pieces, but also just like this portal to wipe your guys' board. Does it one time, right? I don't really get much out of it after. I get to reanimate some stuff, but it's not like I'm casting a Trinisphere a lot of the time, things like that. So very, very good and consistent. Be on the lookout for it. Just kill Magda. Like literally, it's so easy.
Magda, and that's
from an old Magda pilot. Just kill Magda, and you probably are fine. maybe not, but almost always. So
Yeah.
pretty easy. I think those are the 12 most popular decks, which is most of the, again, majority of the meta. But obviously, you'll see a lot of fringe stuff.
You'll definitely see fringe
Arkham
things.
Dagsons.
You've got a lot of different things you can expect because people will bring their homebrews and have homebrewers advantage.
Absolutely. It's very, very
which
sick.
is very strong too. In these big tournaments, if you have homebrew advantage, nobody knows what you're doing.
Yeah. Again, in a Japanese point system too. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Very interesting to look out for. But again, do a little more research too. I think this is very helpful. But if you know, because you live in California, what you're going to be looking up against, remember that and see what they're playing and see what their lines are and see how they win and things like that. Be prepared for it.
Yeah. All right. That is the Invi. That is the Open. And now we're on to the Thrasios corner. TNT corner. And Rao, boo. So I'll start with TNT and then kind of provide an update on where things are at.
Yeah.
Because it has been a huge second since we last spoke. Oh my goodness gracious.
Been a little while.
Oh, okay. So TNT, I haven't really touched it too much because I took a month and a half break. I was just mainly doing stream. We were streaming like
A lot.
from June through half of July.
Yeah.
And that was a lot, honestly. That was quite a bit of work. So I actually went to my weeklies. June 6th was the last time I went to a weekly.
Oh my goodness.
And then I didn't play until yesterday, which was like end of July.
Yeah.
And I got absolutely wrecked. I lost to I lost every game. I don't know if I've ever lost every game on a weekly. Yeah. I usually drop if I'm on to, I'll just drop and go home.
But you're like, I can get
I'll
away.
play a game, right?
Yeah,
and then I lost, and I was like,
crap.
So it happens, right? Everybody scrubs out every so often. It's like
It always happens.
Yeah,
Again, Waffle and I, same thing. Right? It can happen. It's not the end of the world. But
it is
still
what
sucks.
it is. Yeah, it sucks. I cried myself home when I was driving home. But essentially, what I think is going to be happening now, it's the I'm quoting a movie that says if you don't die a hero, you live long enough to become a villain.
Yeah.
So I am officially transforming this TNT list into a slop version of TNT.
Heck yeah.
And I hate it. Honestly, I hate it, but
What to do?
what am I going to do? I guess I'll copy a Ristic Study and win the game because Ristic Study is the strongest.
7th Ristic Study.
It's
Pretty
the
good.
strongest card in the format, so I'm going to play it. And
Yeah.
so it is what it is. Unfortunately, I tried my best to not do that, but it is what it is. I was really excited to try this year remedies, like you mentioned.
Has it been?
It never came up.
Never. Okay, home.
Because I just died.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
I really do think it seems pretty good right now, especially in the deck, in specifically TNT, which so many now of them are like the Chuds one, where it's just like I can't win. You're just like all X is 2 tutor when you have a Druid out, and then they're like, oh sure, whatever. Like as long as you don't get a Grand Abolish, you're like, oh no, I'm not gonna get a silence effect. And you just make infinite mana.
Yeah.
But like they don't expect that out of TNT, which is why I was like, oh, I think this is gonna be good. And I'm sad it hasn't come up yet because
maybe
I want
I'll try it. So this is the version that I'm looking to try. So this is currently my TNT. So I apologize. This is not being updated because I'm kind of like I went 0-3 yesterday, and I'm kind of like contemplating life.
a little sad.
So this
Texted
is
us a little sad last night.
this is the slub version, right? So we've had, this is their list, and this is like the cards were off from each other.
Yeah.
And you can see like they don't have a single silence effect, right? So they don't have Jennifer Walters, they don't have Grand Abolisher, they don't have Voice of Victory. They
Just
don't
like
have
the
Thoracle.
regular silence and stuff.
Yeah.
No Thoracles.
They have that. Okay. I must be, but I still think I need Thoracle to just win the game. I know there's other ways to win the game with Endurance and Greenstone Zenith and like looping them with Fairy Mastermind.
Yeah.
But I was like, why am I doing this in hard mode, dude? Here's the Thoracle after I win.
I think it's fine in specifically a deck like this, which already is hard to win with, to have one card that just says you win. I don't think it's the end of the world. I actually talked about this a while ago in Kinnan. I was like, I don't think it's crazy for even some Kinnans right now because of how the meta is to play a Thoracle, which is very controversial, and I'm usually not of that opinion. But like, when we're already going to time so much and having problems winning the game, just be like, all right, man, I'm going to stop thinking about this. I'll play literally one bad card to just get you guys to like, you lose. You just lose.
Yeah.
Right? So if you just play the one bad card, I think it's okay. And I used to be very of the other way of like, no, you shouldn't play any bad cards. You should only play good cards. But it's just one card.
Also, it's a blue card. At the end of the day,
It's also
you
a
can
blue card,
pitch it.
yeah.
And apparently, we don't have to win. We don't have to use it to win. So sounds like I can pitch this to anything.
I agree.
So I will keep Decon Tainted in those cards because these are still tutors.
I also just don't think you should ever cut Tainted Pact.
I don't think so either.
Decon, I'm an advocate for not playing because it's annoying and I think it's fine. Tainted Pact is just a tutor. It's just a tutor.
I agree.
And instant speed.
Like
Don't cut Tainted Pact.
So the reason I keep Decon is because in the emergency, like I'm about to lose the game, I only have a Decon. This is my way of getting a point.
and getting your draw or your
Yeah.
fluster with it or your pact, or
Whatever,
whatever
right?
It is, yeah.
So
Your
like that's
swords,
my
yeah.
decon is a win and a draw.
Yeah.
Right. Like the ceiling, the floor for it is 0 points. Sorry, the floor for it is
It's hopefully 1 point.
hopefully 1 point.
If you
or
don't
5
exile
point. If you right,
Yeah.
which can happen. The odds of it happening are very low, but
Very low.
it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So like that's why I think Tainted, Thoracle, and Decon are likely to stay. So I've already gone through it of the cards I think I'm going to keep in the deck.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep Badger Mokop.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to
Oh.
keep Cryptolithrite, Enduring Vitality, Decon, my 2 fetches, Vizier, Tainted,
Thoracle.
Thoracle, and Swiftcon. Everything else will come off.
Yeah.
So I'm losing Garna Bolisher, my boy Draneth, and
Jennifer Walters.
Walters,
Yeah.
right? And I'm going to be adding like basically Misdirection, Dispel, not
I think the Drakes are pretty good right now.
I'm gonna add the Drakes.
Yeah, maybe I think that's a good slot also for like your Draenith or something. Instead of just Draenithing someone, you just steal their
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So it's like Misdirection, Dispel. Will not add Dark Ritual. Will not add City Brass. Will not add Gemstone Caverns. Will add the Drake. Endurance is a maybe for me.
Yeah.
I will not add Greenstone Synth because it's my Thoracle.
Yeah.
So Always Spirit Guide I don't think is good in this deck.
It's fine.
It's okay.
This thing in the super's not too bad.
I get to add Biomaster's
I
Familiar.
know, your favorite, dude.
I'm so excited. Training Grounds. I will not be adding anything to Stupor. I will add Flash Typically. Neoform is a maybe.
I
Because
don't
of
think
what
it's
you
actually
just
so
said.
bad. Because of all the creatures you're going to be adding that you care about.
Yeah,
Also.
it's awkward because I don't have that many dorks.
Yeah. The dorks are low, but when you do sack a 2-drop to get a 3-drop, it's like pretty good.
Yeah,
Or,
you
you
can
know,
get
a
an
3-drop.
Vitality. You can get a Ranger Captain of EOS,
Yes.
etc., etc.
Something like that.
Training Grounds, love it.
He loves it. Again, this and Biovets are like your favorite cards
Bro,
ever.
you can
dude.
look at our year from our video from like 2 years ago or whatever.
You're just like, I love Biomancer. And I was like, I don't know, man. Biomancer seems okay. And you're like, no, it's so good. I love it. It's
amazing. So I'll be running this Copy Enchantment Mirror Maid. Archivist of Ogma is actually really good. I've always liked this card, so great. Beseech I will not be playing. I think so. This is supposed to get smaller and tiny into play. It's okay. I think it's too much work to
Just
get
have to
that.
sack something.
Yeah,
also.
exactly. It's just way too
It's
much cards. It's
harder
like way
to
too many
do.
cards.
Yeah.
I do think it's strong to tutor something to cast. The ability is good.
Very good,
But I
yeah.
think it's like meh. Snapback and Commandeer and the Blue Fairy I will be playing. So there's like I think it's just like anywhere from
It's like half and half.
6 to 8 cards I will
Yeah.
be adding essentially, which it's just the slop package.
And it's a lot
I'll
of
be
the
adding.
slop. Yeah. Like a lot of the, almost all of them are blue cards, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I will try that card. So since I haven't done this yet, we cannot do a test hand. But
No.
next time Joseph and I are here, I will have like a slop version of TNT, and I will be using this in weeklies.
We've been definitely, we'll definitely test it out.
Yeah.
We'll play some games.
All right, Joseph, what's going on with
The Ral corner?
The Ral corner.
Really not too much. Blake and I have been talking a lot this week about like cutting maybe Ragavan. I don't think it's crazy to do. I've never loved the card in the deck, right?
It doesn't seem like it does much. It helps. It's a strong turn 1, but you want a turn 1 Ral.
After turn 1, it's like that's it. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to see this card after turn 1 or turn 2 ever, right? And I think that's okay because it helps smooth out mulligans. Like a lot of time I've mulled to 2 and it's been land Ragavan and it's been like I can win the game now. Like I can get land, I can get mana, I can get cards, I can do whatever. But it just sucks. It's also another whiff for when you Ral ult or for when you do something. Like I don't want to dig spell into a Ragavan, right? That
I agree.
sucks. That's really been our point of contention this week. I don't think there's much else I would really change. Everything else feels really awesome, really phenomenal. All the dig spells feel great. It might actually just replace Ragavan might replace with another dig spell, so we'll see. Literally everything else about the deck feels on point though.
I think it's a good thing you guys are bringing up Ragavan because I do think like if your game plan is to have a turn 1 Ral most of the time, this contradicts that game plan.
Exactly, and it is. Again, in my opinion, it is only to smooth mulligans. Like that's the entire point of the card. And I think our mulligans right now are good enough and consistent enough, and I feel good enough about them where I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
It might still stay in. I'm not like convinced on it. Again, we've been talking about it, so it's what I'm thinking about. But really, nothing else is like bad or swappable right now in my mind. Feels very, very tight, very good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick hand.
Yes,
See what we
absolutely.
got going on here. What's your number, Joseph?
3 times.
1, 2, 3.
Nah, mulligan. See, this is like again on a first 7. Like I don't care about that.
All right, second 7.
Yeah.
See a land.
It's pretty close because you have so much ritual.
So this can redraw you something too, right?
Yeah, I think I would keep it because I'm worried about the second land not hitting. But when you have Git Probe and Frantic Search, even if you don't do the untap land thing as much, you can just draw the cards. Hell, I can gamble for a land if I really need to. I'm not saying it's a good thing or I would ever really do it, But you have a lot of spells to cast with Rawl, right? You have 5 right here. And you go turn 1 Soul Ring, turn 2, hopefully draw land. If you draw land, you have...
You play Raul first, right? So you can get your Git Probe trigger.
Yeah. I would almost always keep this, depending on the pod. I need to draw land.
All right.
And the Git Probe should also help, but we'll see.
Let's see it.
It's not bad. That's also dig. So now we have even more things to do, right? So just Soul Ring pass.
All right.
We've got 2 draws this turn. We got the... Oh, interesting. Okay.
This is interesting.
Let's I would just Git Probe first because you don't need to accidentally lose a life before the Raw. It doesn't matter if the Raw is out to see you cast the Git Probe. It just counts this turn. So you just cast it, see if you draw a card. Look at someone's hand, see if there's interaction.
Ooh.
Hey, boom. There you go.
And this hand just became gas.
This hand became win almost deterministically. You just have to win a flip or 2. You have Ral with a land and a Soul Ring, have a colorless floating. You get to snap any creature with a colorless floating still, untap your 2 lands, so now you get more colors. Frantic Search goes even on mana, and you get to discard whatever you don't like. You have a Gamble and an LED, so you can find Echo of Aeons, you can find Past in Flames, you can find whatever you want. The Flow State dig spells, the Gut Shot is free, and then those are your 6 instant sorcerers right there. You can also stack it to be 3 things on top of one another, because you can do something like Flow State into Frantic Search into Gut Shot all on top of each other, and then have 3 triggers. You just need to win one of them for your 4, 5, 6.
Oh, gas.
You also, again, still have Gamble for something like Echo of Aeons and LED, right? So you already have that out. You're not really that worried about interaction because as long as the snap resolves, that's kind of all you care about. And it's like the first thing you do right after you cast Ral, so whatever. This is a very, very, very consistent and good hand, and this is exactly what I'm looking for. And I was just worried about the second land, and we got there.
This is turn 2. Pretty strong push.
This is turn 2 with at
like
least 1
MBT.
flip, hopefully. I mean, you lose to MBT,
It
sure.
loses to any kind of spell, actually. Well,
But like you don't care because you still flip. Almost assuredly flip.
well, I'm saying like by the time you cast, so like the choke point, right? For folks who know, right? So you're casting Raul, you have a colorless floating here. The choke point is your first snap. This is the choke point, right?
And a lot of people don't know that because it's your second instant sorcery.
Yeah.
If you're just like, it's my second instant sorcery, what are you doing?
Because that is your MBT.
Absolutely. This is what you should hit.
MBT counterpole spell. This is the one, right?
This is the one. But
because you also have like no mana, right? Essentially.
Yeah. I would actually probably do the LED first to bait people, but like still, it's the same thing. It's both are MBT-able, so it doesn't really matter. A lot of people are just get really scared when they see the LED because not only does it do things with breach and stuff, but it also does say, oh, you have a bunch of random flashback spells. Yeah. What I might do right after casting this LED is just crack my hand, cast Echo of Aeons, and they're like, "Oh crap, I can't interact with that." Right? Sure. So they might hit this. But
if they can interact with the LED, they can interact with the Echoes of Aeons.
As they should obviously do. Right. But that doesn't mean that they're
going to. Sure.
Want to. I would do the LED first, do the snap, and as long as the snap resolves, you're kind of in a totally fine spot.
Yeah. Once the snap is good, you have multiple ways to like move around there. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
You have, this kind of pays for it. You still have a colorless floating, right? So you have like, with the colorless, right?
Yeah.
It should be this on taps here, and then this is equally good.
Yeah, exactly. This again has 3 chances to give you a flip for 4, 5, 6. Even if the later spells get countered, you're not all that worried about it. It obviously kind of sucks, but it's not like the end of the world.
Yeah. Sorry for the audio listeners. I'm talking about Frantic Search and Flow States.
Yeah. Same with the Gamble, right? Honestly, the Gamble is probably better because you have LED, but you just want to dump your hand out and say, I don't care. I'm just going to cast a bunch of spells.
You also have the Gotcha, right? To be the one spell that you're just casting.
You wait to the very end on that one because you want it to be, 6th spell or 5th spell with 6th spell on top. Yeah. This hand was phenomenal. I just need another land and it hit there. So
hot gas. All right, guys. I think that's it for us. Thank you for watching. We'll be excited to see you guys at the Open Invitational. I think we've got Jonah and again Eric doing Hobbit breakdown, and then we've got some deck techs for Jonah and special guests. Yeah, and then we got actually a lot of cool videos coming up. So don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below if there's anything we missed, if there's anything you'd like us to cover, if there's any deck you want us to break down. We have a pretty long reach of folks we can reach out to, so let us know. We'll definitely get that deck.
Joseph forgot my deck list, and I hate him now because he didn't talk about my deck. I'm sorry. But let us know.
Excellent. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Bye.